and welcome to The Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
I'm Jason DeRoss.
Jason does feel a little jumpy today.
I am, right?
Okay.
I was right.
You were jumpy a little off the top, but it's okay. We're fine. It's Friday. We have an amazing Friday lined up for you. How are you feeling, Jason? Your robe is just fully open. It's just there's not even a glimmer of it being tied.
It's the tie fell somewhere. Oh, it's over there. I was gonna wear it as another tie, and then I've been jumping around all morning. Anyways, feel great.
Okay, this is amazing. I just feel like
Shaun is back.
Shaun is
Shayla's
back.
having a firm day. Like the chat's lit already.
Shauna, it has been such a long time, and we're so glad to have you back. The chat is firing on all cylinders. We have an amazing guest today for our Casual Friday. We are about to lose our full minds. We know her. We love her. So let's just get into it. It is the one and the only Two Little Sandwiches.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Her prize.
It certainly is our prize. How are you?
I'm good. I put on my glasses because I'm old and I need glasses now. But I didn't realize like how tiny they are.
They are really small.
So tiny.
They're really small.
I think our glasses are the same. I should find mine. I'll text my son and tell him to bring them in.
If we all want to put on our glasses, I mean, I have no problem doing that. We can make this a glasses day.
See, I don't know about you, Jay, but like I have like 6 pairs of dollar store readers around the house. And I have my faves that I try to wear all the time. And these just sit by my computer. And I've never worn them out of the house. And I've never really seen myself in them. And they're just so small.
We got to get
for me,
you some
I only have one because I just bought it one time because the doctor was like, your eyes are fine. If you want to get this, you can. And then lately my eyes are getting worse. I am getting older as we speak.
I just want to point out that people are losing their minds for having Two Little Sammys on the pod. We've got the true national treasure has arrived. We've got a yay. We got a yeah. We got a wee woo, wee woo.
Ooh, that's the alert.
And Shauna is literally losing her mind. She's so pumped. Woo.
Very much chamber.
So very excited.
And today is still Casual Friday, so we still got
beverages.
Beverages.
Do we want to unpack what everyone's drinking today?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through it. Do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
Why don't we have our guest start?
I'll start.
That's actually rude, like to have the guest start, but that's okay. Jan, what do you got?
I'm drinking my favorite, delicious Coke Zero from a wine glass because I don't have actual glasses. And lipstick stained because I felt that was kind of on brand for Stacey and the Regulars.
Of course. That's beautiful. Jason, what are we doing?
Well, here's the thing. Our LCBO order sort of fell through a little bit. So I've had to MacGyver what we have here. And so I'm just having an actual wine.
Just the tiniest splash.
That's amazing.
Oh, no. I've got the bottle here. I'm good to go.
This is amazing. I am partaking in a little coffee and Bailey's in my most treasured and valued Two Little Sandwiches mug, which on the back gives me a daily reminder of lipstick and the do your best.
Oh, man. Jen, you should be drinking out of the mug. I want one of those mugs, and I'll take a bunch of pictures so it looks like it gets smaller and smaller. Do you know those pictures that you're like... So I can drink the mug, but then it says me drinking the mug there and smaller and smaller.
Yes, we must. So we're all having a drink. So cheers, everyone, to us on the panel here and everyone in the chat. We are sending good vibesies for the weekend. Cheers, everyone.
I'm really missing being in the chat.
Are you?
Yeah, I love being in the chat.
We just kicked Jan out and we're like, well, then have at it.
I'm in the chat now.
I've been there.
I agree with Jen. It is a bit of a shot of wine you got in there. So
it'll keep getting filled as we go. Don't you worry.
Voodoo Lion wants to know what people are drinking in the chat, which I love that because they're drinking Lactaid. So we love that.
I see a lot of Juggo Waters and peppermint coffee. Jen, you win.
That's nice. Peppermint coffee sounds delicious. So I was telling everyone here before we went live, and I would like to bring it up in the conversation for the podcast because I just think it's so funny and wonderful, and I'd love to unpack this for everyone. So today I had the absolute pleasure of waking up to having a full-on troll attacking me on TikTok.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've made it. I'm an influencer.
Oh, yeah, killing it.
Just really the best. And I just wanted to indulge people.
Thing.
Yeah.
It lands hard, but you feel nothing.
Oh,
call back.
There's a TikTok that there's a TikTok sound that I see a lot of people use it. I can't wait to use it because it makes me laugh so hard. Where it's like, yeah, they hit me with this one, and it's people will bring up a comment that's really hurtful, and they go, I don't even feel it. I'm numb. I've got no feelings, and sings it, and I wasn't offended. Someone said like the classic, like this thing's allowed to. We let these things vote or allowed to vote. And it was it was a video about me asking the video was like, what's something you don't understand? And I just said in a joking way, if we need more money, why can't we print more money? And people are having it, really wanting to teach me about inflation through misogyny, the patriarchy, and just regular old trash mouth. And I'm having it.
Do you understand it now?
No, it's very hard to understand.
I don't know math.
Money's so complicated. It's just so funny, and it's. I want to thank people who are like follow me on TikTok who are from the Regulars crew who are like, she's joking. It's very sweet and it's very nice, but you don't even have to do that. We can just let these people stew. It's wild.
I think I'm going to create an account just to do things like that so people can be losing their goddamn mind. No, that's not what I said.
I'm sending love out there to anyone who gets these messages. I was saying like before, I've been very fortunate. I feel like the Regulars is such a, like, I think a unique experience because everyone's so like lovely and understanding and we have conversations with varying points of view.
You should reply to these dudes. Yeah. We're saying the same thing, and then just see what they do.
But that never works. That never works.
No.
Like I'm like you, Stacey. Like it's very rare that I'll get like trolled or harassed online because whatever. But
I'll kill them.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah. But you try to come back with like, blah, blah, and they just won't die. They just will never die. They will never get sick of you first. Like. No. The only thing you can do is just like block, and then they're like, "Oh, this lady blocked me. Guess she can't take it." And you're just like,
"Jen, give me their addresses."
I first of all, I love that.
I know what you're coming in with, Stacey, because your face like it.
No, I agree. I agree. We need to protect Jan at all costs. At all costs. But the fact that you weren't even like, "What's their address?" at least once. And Amanda is correct. It's just true freezer pizza energy. Yeah. But anyways, we're all fine. But what a way to wake up. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, that was of all the people to come at.
Those are guys who have read like one article in the Financial Post. Or have like spent years and years getting their MBA, and they're like, all I really wanted to do was be a dancer. Like you just have to you have to send love their way too, because it's just like, oh, you are so incredibly unhappy.
I feel like it's a suburban dad that actually doesn't understand anything other than like, no, that's not inflation. I'm an investor. I gotta tell what's going on.
It's he's got his glasses on his nose and he's just like with the big type, just slowly typing it out to me. Yeah, that exactly.
So far. Still glasses though, but they're up here.
Yeah.
What are you doing on TikTok?
Exactly.
Look, how am I going to keep track of all the young teenage girls my daughter is obsessed with if I don't follow all of them and take my phone into the bathroom constantly?
It's just like so crazy that the TikTok algorithm was like, let's send this to these guys. Considering my video before was me praising.
My algorithm's out of control. We don't want to talk about algorithm. Why are we getting the things we're getting? Mine's messed.
Okay, well, you need to unpack it.
Well,
so
unless everybody on TikTok is a Trump supporter, why is my algorithm doing
You're
that?
on the Trump TikTok.
See, knowing Jason, if I were Jason's algorithm, if I was the algorithm, it would be just like skateboarding fails.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Instagram, yeah.
Pizza
for sure.
Anything with hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
All of this reigns true for my Instagram.
And there would be one more thing, like
maybe kids or animals, like funny kids, funny animals.
Or like animals like pooping or doing it or something, just something that snuck its way in there that Jason saw one video of and kind of hearted.
Yeah, 100%.
It's nutritionalists.
Yeah.
Oh, nutrition stuff. Okay, so this is a very easy fix. I just followed Bill Nye on TikTok. He's really cool.
Me too, yesterday.
Yeah. I think that we need to shake this up. So what you need to do is like, if you find something on your feed that you're like, okay, I'd rather this on my feed, just start liking that kind of stuff.
I want to see all the perspectives of all the beautiful things out there.
So then this is my algorithm is, I was really upset because it was sexy firemen for a really long time. And I was really enjoying it. Them cutting wood, them like building things. And then all of a sudden it changed to like 15-year-olds being like, I'm grounded and this sucks. Or like, my dad won't drive me someplace. And I was like, get this the fuck out of here. And then I'm back in fire TikTok. Sadiqi's in the chat. Yay! Everyone listen to Dwarven Moss, everyone. His amazing podcast. He says, do you guys have that other version of TikTok? What's that?
I don't know.
You gotta let us know.
I barely know what TikTok is, so.
Well, listen, me either. And let me tell you, it's a dangerous voyage.
I have a couple of questions about this firefighter TikTok.
Please.
Because, okay, so it seems like fire is probably the firefighter's natural enemy. So why do they just constantly chop wood?
Okay, so
you would think they'd be like, no.
So TikTok has this thing where it's a bunch of guys, like men, trying to show how like they'd be good boyfriends. Like it's like them flirting. You know what I mean? So it's like them like cutting wood, and then and then you can see me in the video reacting, because then all of a sudden he's just working out, like doing like pull-ups, and he's shirtless. I'm like, what? But there's so many men on there that are like, can we just like sit and cuddle and like have pizza and like make babies? I'm like, is that what you think we want?
This is not, no, because let me tell you, if I was on boyfriend TikTok, I would want them to say, don't worry, baby, I'll fill out that insurance form for you.
Thank you.
Oh, you need to get prescription for your painful dental surgery. I'll take care of it. And make sure you take it on time so you don't forget.
100%.
I just want like all forms filling out, and like,
I know.
I don't even care about anything else.
I remember being young, like in elementary school or like middle school.
Or?
It was yesterday.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
And just like people, like my girlfriends being like, oh, when I'm dating or when this happens. And I was like, ugh, I want to be a year in. like I was like 14 and I was already like, I just want to be wearing sweatpants. I want the like mystery to be solved.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, Cindy, listen to this. I love Dwarven Moss so much. Friday nights is D&D with friends. That's incredible.
There you go.
You know what I love? If we can talk about Chris Siddiqui's evolution, his quarantine evolution.
Oh, yes.
So I just saw a post from his sister on Instagram, and like the first like week of quarantine, Siddiqui's got like full guitar playing My Sharona, singing the words My Corona, full Weird Al spoof. I think we may have all had to do them for Because News. But then like 9 months in, it's just Siddiqui, whenever he's on a Zoom call, randomly with a recorder. And I could not be happier to see it.
Truly, it is the most wonderful. When he was a part of our Spec Spookular, I couldn't handle it. He's so freaking talented. And that goddamn recorder. And I'll never forget People when he just threw his shirt off and everyone went nuts. He's the best. You know what I mean?
He's the best.
I also noticed, like, because we've been talking about Chris for a bunch, and he is the best. And I love that around the same time in that conversation, Al Forbes popped on, and we haven't said a word about Al.
Did he? I missed this.
I'm not in the chat. I can't see him. Al, I think you're great too, but please don't talk about
He said, for sure, Jason's algorithm also is a bunch of sexy Judge Judy fan photoshops. Absolutely. Jen, you can absolutely join the chat if you want. It's just off to the side as an option for you. If you take a look, it'll say comments and you can see them.
Oh.
But if you want to be not a part of it, that's fine too.
This is how Jason gets in trouble.
Why?
There's nothing you can do to get yourself in trouble.
I'm just like, Voodoo Lion sweats when he vacuums.
I sweat when I vacuum. Can that be the title of today's podcast? I sweat when I vacuum.
Yeah.
The other day I was unloading the dishwasher and got a bit winded. I was like,
oh
yikey
yes.
dipes.
I have been getting winded doing, well, first of all, I cooked dinner a couple nights ago and I thought I had lost taste. I forgot salt. I was like,
I thought I lost my sense of taste, but it was just a terrible dinner.
I'm just so concerned, but I haven't left my house. But
yeah.
Anyways, Shauna is thankful for the Adam Driver TikToks. I will be providing more of those. Don't you worry about that. But
I saw that one.
I put it on my Instagram.
Is that the one where he's just like running with those? He's like wearing the most coolest thing on the planet.
I know. Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's the coolest get up in the planet. Like those short shorts and like
just call an outfit a get up.
What? No, I don't even know what I said. But what I'm saying is this. It's the same with the Nigel effect that I was talking about. If I wore that and ran down the street into the same video, it's no longer sexy. It's funny.
No, you know what, Jason?
I don't know. I would love to see Jason in some side vent running shorts.
Me too.
Old school Adidas, no socks, and a tank.
I would love to wear that. I would love to wear that.
I think it's about the confidence.
It's about the confidence, and
we're gonna try it out.
But this is what I'm saying to you. If we were all at a wedding and someone was dressed up like in the Dumb and Dumber like suits,
sure,
we would all be like, those people are the best people here. We'd be like, they're the best. They love to party. They look amazing. No one would be like, losers. Those people saying that would be the losers.
I wore this robe to a wedding.
That's beautiful. I didn't even think that was a robe.
It is.
It was her own wedding.
No.
Don't you dare.
No.
Don't you dare. Your hand, like, if I just feel like Sherm needs to get you the biggest diamond, or like I can't hear otherwise.
I actually don't wear jewelry, so it would be a huge waste. But I found a very pretty ring, and I was like joking that was the one that I wanted. And then I found it like a very close replica on Wish or something, like one of those things, and it was $3, and I bought it for myself.
Did it show up?
Oh yeah, it showed up. It was $3. It's awesome. And Sheldon's like, well, no, I don't have to get it for you.
Nope. Sherm, you must. We must.
Can I tell a very funny, what I think is a funny story about Mr. Casual Friday?
Of course.
It just reminded me. So Stacey, much like your foray into economics yesterday, I had a foray into math. I'm not sure if people are aware, but my boyfriend Sheldon is a mathematician, physicist kind of guy. So we were watching this Broadway thing, and it was like the Mean Girls musical was doing a thing where they talked about the limits. I don't know if you know the movie, but a big part of it is like expressing the limit in a math class. And I was like, Sheldon, like, what's the limits? And then he tried to explain it to me on the sofa. I instantly lost interest. And I started texting Mr. Casual Friday, Rob Baker, because his son Theo is very into math. And I was like,
yes,
I tried to get Sheldon to explain limits to me, and I'm instantly not interested, and he won't stop talking about it. Rob sends me back a video of Theo explaining limits.
And you got it. No problem.
Doing the work, and then just a shot of his face being like, and then we spent the night trading videos of our boys doing math.
See, now Theo should make a math site for Sheldon.
I think you're right.
A nice forum so that we can all unpack.
Do you want to explain limits? Do you want to explain limits to us now that you're an expert at it?
I feel like I could. If people want to know, I'll tell them what it is and how the limit is 0. That's what I tried to explain.
The thing that I love is there's nothing better than sending salty texts with someone while something's happening to you. Like there's just nothing better than that. I love it.
It's a real digital eye roll.
Oh, yes.
It's like when you make eye contact at a party and you're like.
I mean, there was a huge theme or trend on TikTok where a lot of women would go, only like best friends know the difference between and just like different looks. Oh my God. Siddiqui just says, hey, you guys know the difference? You guys know that genital specialist TikTok account, DickDoc?
Yeah, Alistair's all over it. He said his favorite one's the helicopter video. He's
oh, geez, here we go. And Alistair, hey, Jan, why didn't you call me for math help?
I should have, Al. I'm sorry. I know how gifted you are.
I just want to say that in the chat, what I'm really loving is people really unpacking their favorite like horny TikTok trends. And I love that. I was thinking about starting an Instagram of just hot vids for everyone, like when you need a little spice.
That would be great because we'd get a real glimpse into your soul.
It's just like men being responsible. Working out, making dinner, cleaning up the house.
You need a ride to the airport?
Oh my God.
It's just guys like, hey, did you want me to get that?
I think you guys are breaking the women code today. You guys are letting out all the secrets, it feels like.
I don't think it's a secret. It's just like, be nice.
Secret. Yeah. I wish
Fill
I could
out
be
insurance forms, drive them to the airport. Like that's
me.
That's the thing. This is what's sad. We're asking for the bare fucking minimum, and this is that's not happening. I watched this.
We asked for the bare minimum. You know. Same
you
thing.
ask for the bare minimum.
Or topless
Maybe
Tuesday.
Jason does.
Oh, I would say Jason.
We're done.
This is a real TikTok day, but I saw this clip of like this comedian unpacking relationships, and this blew my mind. And maybe I've said it on this podcast and I've forgotten, so apologies. But he goes, like you have to be 100. You have to be like 100% in love with yourself. Like you have to 100% love yourself, because if you love yourself 20%, that means someone can come in and love you 30%, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this person loves me so much. And that person's still not even loving you enough to pass the test. Like 30%. But if you love yourself 100%, that means someone has to come in and love you more than that. And it blew my mind. It really blew my mind.
This is a stand-up comic?
It was a stand-up comic. Now, there wasn't a setup punch, but he was getting reactions.
No, it just feels like my guidance counselor then was just doing a stand-up comedy routine. This whole spiel. You gotta love yourself, man.
Hey, what's the deal with OACs? What's the deal with your OAC year? You taking law for no reason? Hey, what's the deal with Latin? Huh? Nobody's gonna use that.
I would date you if you had a mic like that and you were doing jokes like that. I would be like, kiss me, kiss me.
Both of those things exist. It's happening right now.
Oh, see, this is like, Jenny's right. The only thing single women want is a guy to be nice, and the bar is so low. It's true. It's true, Jenny. You're worth the stars and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to, because Al's in the chat, do you want to talk about inside stories?
Oh, yes. So we have a really special new segment on the podcast called Inside Stories. Jason, do you want to talk about it?
Well, if you guys remember from, it was either last Casual Friday or the one before that, when I had a big brain fart, which is like every 2 minutes anyways, and asked Rob Mr. Casual Baker, hey, you got any inside stories you want to share about his life? And got ripped
just
for it.
Just throughout the pandemic.
Yeah,
huge
just
roasting
in the summer. I was like, in the summer, man, like, I don't know, you got any inside stories about your life? And so what we've done is we've got some people, we've asked them the same thing. Got any inside stories? And we have some.
We have some. So because Al's in the chat and it's really exciting, shall we play our first inside story?
I think we should play our first inside story.
Okay, here we go.
Here's the segment, Inside Story.
Regulars. Jason asked me to make a quick video about an inside story here during the pandemic. This was a little bit embarrassing, but Heather and I have been doing the Shaun T insanity workouts for like 9 months now, which is amazing. At one point we got really into it and we're like, because Shaun T is always asking for like before and after photos and stuff like that. So at one point Heather and I were like, well, let's take some videos of us and we'll send it to Shaun T because he features people on his podcast and we really want to be on his podcast. Anyway, so this is some of the footage of us doing Shaun T. Well, me doing footage that Heather took. Obviously, Heather's not the best camera person, so the angles are a bit off. So forgive us that. But she's upset I said that, but it's true. Isn't that right, Heather?
Wow, it's really not.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a professional.
Wow. Okay. Anyway. Here's a clip of us or me doing the some of the Shaun T stuff that I find very embarrassing. But anyway, here it is.
This is Alistair. These push-ups are hard. Oh, this is Alistair for sure. Look at my shoulders. Oh, this is Alistair. Oh, these push-ups are hard. This is Alistair. These push-ups are hard. Oh, wow, Alistair's push-ups. Now I'll switch to the other side. Oh, yes. Look at these Alistair push-ups. Switching to the other side. Oh, this is me, Alistair. Look at that.
Hey, anyway, that was me doing some Shaun T stuff, obviously. Pretty embarrassing. But anyway, that's it. Again, sorry for Heather's bad camera stuff. Love your podcast, The Regulars. See you soon.
I didn't know that Alistair worked out while he wore Crocs. That's amazing.
I'd like to point out a couple things in that video.
100%.
Please.
First, Alistair shaved his beard and then began growing it back again. Second, I think it was mentioned in the comments too, but did you guys see the Baby Yoda tree topper?
We did. I did. Yeah, it's
And
super
do you
cute.
know that Heather made that?
No.
She felted it. Heather and I are both felters, but she's
Wow,
very
she
good.
did so many nice things for him, and all he does is make fun of her on videos. That's
Yeah.
it's pretty tough.
It's pretty
Low
tough.
bar, everybody. If you only
Low
love
bar.
yourself 20%.
Someone can come in at 30 and they'll seem like they're passing the test, but you're both failing.
No. They're
Heather,
both
start
great.
to love
They're both
yourself.
great.
Heather, start to love yourself, and you'll realize, get that guy out of there.
That's an incredible tree topper. I will have to say that does make me want to talk about your tree in the back too. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
You've been really showcasing your ornaments on Instagram, and it's really
Yeah.
lovely.
Because I love having people over, and I just love like people being in my home and able to like share my home. And I'm really missing it this year.
I know. It's so sad. I want to be in your home. I like to never leave your home.
You are always welcome. You can come and stay with us.
That's
Let's
not,
make
well,
a bubble. Let's just be a big bubble.
Be a big bubble. Let's
Now-
just have sleep in a real pile, big cuddle puddle.
we should make
give.
it so everybody moves out of your building, and then your building is just one big bubble, and we'll have the best time.
That would be really nice. I would be remiss if I didn't just share in some of the chats. Claire is loving Alistair's tattoos. If you're just listening to this podcast, it might be worth, we'll put it up on our Instagram, our Inside Stories. But you can also check it out at youtube.com/theregulars.
The reason why we knew that was a joke is not because it's obviously a joke, but like Alistair getting a tattoo, like any sort of pain at all would be it's not going to happen. You could maybe tattoo his nuts, and that's about it. Because
But he'd only do it for the joke.
He'd only do it for the joke, but he'd go full throttle.
Yeah.
I do like that Cindy goes, damn, those tattoos are really hot. LOL. And Alistair claims that he is loved, and that's really nice.
Yes. And Alistair is very, very loving as well. I can attest.
Very loving. And I will say,
Temporary tattoos.
I thought Shaun T would be impressed. Here's what's really lovely. They're all joking, haha, but I know that Alistair and Heather listen to that podcast. If Shaun T does have a podcast, they are listening to it. And like any joke, it becomes a real thing in your routine. And now they're just avid listeners.
I think we need to call this podcast Shaun T, please watch this, and look at minute like 22.
He sees us all drinking in the morning, and we're like, hey, Shaun T.
It's really fun here. It's very healthy and health conscious.
Shaun T, can I just tell you something that's true? I love you.
Here's our before pictures.
Chauncey, let me tell you, I don't exercise it. I don't care for people who do, but sometimes you should think about math problems. You just have to go, okay, I love myself.
After
Shaun T, do you know about inflation? So you need one juicy dump truck and then another juicy dump truck. Yeah, and he is a big fan of Shaun T, Alistair Forbes. I was a huge Shaun T fan for a while, and I was doing his workouts, the insanity workouts, and I almost barfed in a sink once. They're hard. They're really hard.
Whatever happened to Billy Blank and Tybo?
Yes, I used to do that in high school. They used to make us do the blanks.
My old roommate
got
used
rich
to
as
love
shit and was like,
Tybo.
see you later.
Really?
That's what
He's
happened.
probably old now too, though.
Yeah, what happened to Billy Blanks? Someone tell us. Billy. I hope it's a happy story.
Yeah, I hope it's not a Richard Simmons style story.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I do want to just say that I think my troll is back in real time.
Is he in the chat? Listen, what you don't understand about podcasting is
Okay, he is back in the chat, and I just want to. Okay, let me make this really quiet. So, he goes, "These things are allowed to vote, guys, right?" And then I responded, a huge aspect of voting is spelling. So I just wanted you to know it's actually allowed. And I spelled it correctly for him. And he goes, yes. But the thing that you said takes guts is a girl posting a video on TikTok of a stupid question. Come on, homie. Quit being a white knight. What? You can't fight with these people, but yeah. Anyways, just in real time.
I will say this too. I did type into the internet. I typed it into the internet. What happened to Billy Blanks? And honestly, the first thing that comes back, now he is in Orange County, the birthplace of Richard Nixon and the Offspring.
Cool.
Apparently, he's still training, though. He's still doing this kind of stuff. But that's the first thing.
Good for him.
Good for him, because I just remember my gym teacher pressing play and then eating their breakfast with coffee while we all did Billy Blanks.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a big old greasy bacon and egger, I'm hoping. Like
I mean, yeah, like just like a sandwich and their coffee, and we were like, how long do we have to do this? And he was just like, follow the tape.
Sometimes the only thing that gets me through my Aquafit workout in the pool is pretending someone's shooting a video of me. That's
really
a little secret.
That's how I get through my entire life. The Truman Show.
There was a guy on TikTok, Jason, that was walking around and goes, isn't our simulation top to the dome we live in beautiful today? It was just this guy. And I was like, I was tempted to send it to Jason, but then I was like, I can't enable this behavior.
I wish he was a Trump supporter, because I would have seen that no problem.
What are the Trump supporters saying right now? Are they like still believing
they all just hang around to a song called Red Kingdom, and they just like love their life. They dance to they even do like they basically try to rickroll you sometimes too, except instead of like Rick Astley coming on, it's just like I was doing this Red Kingdom. They're like, yeah, Trump's here, baby. It's insane.
I like that even they know that they have to trick you into watching a bit of their video. That's like me being like, don't scroll. But do you guys think Taylor Kitsch, like I would have a chance with him? Like,
it's kind of like this. I wish I had one close to me, but like we'll pretend this is my mask. I'll be like, oh God, guys. So I was in the thing today. I was wearing my mask like I'm supposed to, getting my vaccine, which is coming. And then, Red Kingdom. Freedom, baby.
I love that they're pretending to be a moral and empathetic person who believes in science, and they know that they have to act like that to get anyone to stay.
You know, I was just walking down the street, and I was being held in place by this thing called gravity. It's a relation to the Earth's pull in the universe, and because that's science and Red Kingdom.
You know, I was talking to my wife, who I love and respect, and I'm really glad that we both get paid 50-50. And oh my God. Okay, Claire says that her fiance's mom was in one of Billy Blank's old exercise videos, and it's on YouTube. That's amazing.
They're just like us.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's like when my family thought that my brother was in the audience of a Judge Judy episode. It looked exactly like him, and my mom would not hear otherwise. My brother's like, you're telling me that I went to like LA and didn't tell you? It looked exactly like my brother.
Well, didn't we see, was it Rob Norman in the
I have the picture. I have the picture. I think we've shown it on this podcast before or something.
Maybe
but like,
we have.
I have a picture of Rob Norman for sure on the Judge Judy show, and it's Rob Norman's face. Even I know we don't know who Rob Norman is in this world, but
he was
a friend of ours that just like he was for sure in the Judge Judy audience.
But it's Friday, and we name names.
Yeah. We name names on Friday.
What's going on at the social capital?
Yeah, what's going on at SoCal? They just followed us on Instagram so they can get ready.
Is that because we talked about them during the pandemic for so long? How the regulars just locked themselves in?
Yeah, we now have our own studios. Can I tell you? So Jen was bringing up you need to the video reply with a Cisco thong song, but it just reminded me of like when I did dance class in an army gym. one of my jazz dances, which was like jazz / hip hop, but it was like a soft ballet shoe is what we wore. I had to do a song to thong song, and my dad came to
How old were you?
Were you a child?
No, I was like maybe like 16.
Still.
Also, me at 16 doing jazz, I was like, you guys don't want me in this. Give me the tap, give me the emotions. But I had to do a Cisco like thong song, and there's a lot of like movements like this, and then like moving my butt.
For our office Christmas parties here, I like to pick my daughter. My daughter can come in and do just a bit of the talent for the show. She can come in and do a bit of her thong song dance routine.
Hey, John, how was your daughter's dance recital? Why don't you fuck off? Because she's 16. Why are you asking me? Why would you ask me that?
I'm actually pretty proud of it.
Anybody?
Pretty proud.
But I want to do this to you, buddy.
Yeah, I was more of a snapper. I was like, give me some tap. Yeah, Voodoo Lion. Wait, jazz dance to thong song? I'm telling you, it was quite a white endeavor.
You're gonna learn hip hop dance from Amy.
Oh my God. A hip hop dance is just me being like absolutely not.
I work with a lot of dancers. Like I work on a television show that features like a lot of young dancers, and a lot of them do hip hop. And it's so amazing to see like actual guys who have like, and women who have like dedicated their life to the art of hip hop dancing. And then you see like the hip hop thong song routine. Oh, and you're like, boy, oh boy. I mean, part of it is skill level, of course, but it is very funny to be like,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to the theme song of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's gonna be my day.
Has anybody watched the reunion?
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
I don't like you moving so much that your nipples sneak out while you're doing that. I don't want to get kicked off.
They've been dying to come out this whole pod, I bet you.
I know, they're begging for
they're
it.
sitting there just going, come on.
Did you watch? I think you were going to say something about.
Yeah, did anybody watch it? The reunion?
I did.
I did not.
I did not.
You know what? Okay.
They had both Aunt Vivs on. Is that what happened?
They had both of the Aunt Vivs.
Did they fight?
Great.
They came to an understanding. There's something about Will Smith. To me, I can't.
It's crazy. Like in the AM, I love him, and then by PM, I'm like, I don't know if I love him anymore. And then the next day, you're like, I love him. I love him. He's
exactly.
Great.
It's an AM to PM switch.
Yeah.
And like he has a YouTube channel. It's definitely worth a watch if you want to have an AM to PM feel about Will Smith. It's. I also am like, I don't care about these reunions. Except someone did send me the reunion of Wayne's World, which I would want to watch because Dana Carvey hates Mike Myers. And so I would love to see the tensions on that.
I did not know that. Why does he hate Mike Myers? I mean, like I've heard a lot of people aren't fans of his.
I think because like he steals. Allegedly.
We've heard it from people at Second City. Allegedly, but.
Yeah, but we know, but allegedly he steals jokes. And he's kind of brutal, apparently, which makes me sad because I loved Mike Myers. But Jen, you've heard this.
Oh, yeah. I feel like anybody in comedy has heard this.
Yeah. Jen says, in all transparency, every time I hear the Regulars theme song, I always want to do a TikTok dance routine. That's really nice.
This is what we need to start.
TikTok
I'm gonna do one of those like
challenge.
I'm gonna do like the learn to shuffle. You want to learn how to shuffle?
Red. Oh, that's so funny. Megan says, I watched the Wayne's World reunion. The audio was so bad that I laughed through the whole thing. Well, that's at least nice.
I guess it was a Zoomer.
It must have been a Zoomer. And that makes me sad because I love Wayne's World so much. I don't like Wayne's World 2, but the first one is just so wonderful.
I recently rewatched it and it holds up.
It's so funny, right?
Yeah, it's very funny. Like, and all the bits that you remember in your head, like when they're dancing to the van and they're like, we got $500 to their car. And it's like, it just like makes you instantly feel like you're a kid again.
Totally. When he finds the sex book or it's like how to like seduce women and he's like, ew.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Ew. I love it. He's like, I love you, man. He's like, thank you. I used to say that with a boyfriend, and I'm glad and I'm sad that it ended because that's a good relationship, like bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a bit of a sorry. What
The
were you
lady
saying, Jay?
the lady that directed Wayne's World. I know I brought this up before, but she also directed a lot of punk movies, like
You
documentaries
always
and
bring
stuff.
this up. Marry her already.
I want to marry her. I think she's like 60 something, but like, so
What
her
do
and
you
Judge
care?
Judy and me.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's great.
Penelope Spheres? Is that who
Spheres,
directed
yeah.
Spheres?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's good.
yeah, she's
That's
done a
it.
lot of stuff.
It's just so rare to have a movie like hold up. Like I've had my heart crush because, we're all in the pandemic and we're all just like, we're stuck in here. I've been rewatching movies that I thought were great. And I know I have to rewatch Save the Last Dance, but I've been seeing clips. Have you seen
Is
this
Save
movie?
the
Save the
Last
Last Dance?
one is that not the one that takes place in like is it the one with Julia Stiles that's in like
Yes.
the Berkeley Church or whatever?
Oh, maybe she shot it at the Berkeley Church. I didn't even think. Was that shot in Toronto?
If that's the one I'm thinking of, there's one that's like does it end on like a big dance and she saves something? She's like, I did it. That's in the Berkeley Church.
Does she have a big dance and she saves something? Save the Last Dance. Jason's recap is
No, but
has
like
a
she
big
saves
dance. And
like I don't know, like it's like a dance studio for kids or something like that. Is that
no,
not
that's
what it is?
Honey.
Oh.
That's Honey with Jessica Alba.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Maybe that's I don't know which one's which.
Save the Last Dance is where like Julia Stiles is supposed to be going to like some performing arts school
Juilliard.
or like Juilliard. But she can't dance. Like that's exactly when you see movies like Save the Last Dance and then you see like actual hip hop dancers, you're like, right.
Exactly. Like Save the Last Dance. You know what? I'm gonna watch Save the Last Dance tonight, and I'm gonna do it because her mom passes away, and then she has to move and live with her dad, who's like a curmudgeon. But off the top, she can't do ballet. It doesn't look good. Then she learns hip hop, and it's very inappropriate. It's full appropriation. And then at the end, she does a big Juilliard audition, and the editors should get an Oscar because it's just cutting around her going like,
Wasn't it the movie Superfly that the guy made it and produced it, and like it's there's a lot of martial arts in it, and he does it all, but like he's terrible at martial arts, but thinks he's actually the best at it. I know you guys don't care.
I
but
don't know this. I don't-
Superfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
remember.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
I'm the
remember
worst.
her. Yeah. Sorry. Voodoo Lion says Julia Stiles is a road sign for me. I've taken a wrong turn in the day when I see her for whatever reason.
VL coming in hot.
Meow. Yeah, that's really funny. So Jason, I wanted to get to these because I saw them uploaded.
Oh, you saw them. Well, I thought
I
today was
haven't
the day
seen
that we
them.
were doing this.
I know, but I didn't upload them. But I think it would be perfect to have two little Sammys here to see what Jason has brought. I think she'll really enjoy this.
So we were talking about like I'm home, right? So like I'm locked in a basement, but in the basement is like these bins where I can find old stuff. Like I painted this
Stop.
painting from my paint lounge,
Lounge.
which was so nice.
I wanted to say that's very Dolly-esque, Jason.
Very
Did
Dolly.
we talk about this already?
I don't know.
No.
We didn't talk. We never said that before because my heart just melted. I love Dolly.
Have you guys ever kissed?
We used to kiss like nightly.
Oh, right.
That's true. Last egg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
We
really
true.
kissed in
nice.
that. We kissed in that.
You did kiss in
Yes.
that.
We did.
It was a really sweet kiss too. It was one of those like heartwarming, like
Yeah, and I
We
just
used to,
kept
like-
trying
we
to
used to almost
cram
make
my
love.
tongue in.
We used to almost make love while Jan cried. It was great.
Yeah.
yeah, that was a beautiful. It's still one of my favorite scenes of all time.
I think
In the-
Jason has mounted me more than Sheldon.
That's real. That's actually really nice.
That's what when we ever get together at our house. That's what I like to talk to Sheldon about. How many mounts are you up to?
He has a little
you
thing
guys
by
railing or
he has a little thing by the bed where I have Jason's number and then just his. Every
That's like
night he
my
puts
son-
up a
wait
new
a second?
sign.
Why is Jason's number going up every time I get in?
It is kind of weird, like how we all have to at some point. I think we've all kissed each other. We've all had to do something, And the concept that a partner would find it weird, like I'm just like, how? But it's like going to a party where we
Yeah.
have all basically orgied and we're just like, so this is Brian. Brian's in accounting.
It's the worst. That's the worst orgy of all time. Just stage kisses all over the place. You guys ready? You guys ready to have a key party tonight? And then, but all you do in that key party is do a stage kiss.
I think this is a great quote. Al, you're right.
Please put it on a t-shirt. I'm giving it to Sheldon for Christmas.
We would love to. Yeah.
Anyways, I found down here all my old yearbooks as well.
This is a sensual yearbook.
Scary yearbook.
What the fuck is this cover?
I was not on the yearbook committee. I can't speak to it.
The title
speak to
says
it.
"A Face in the Crowd."
Yeah,
That's what the title of the yearbook
That's
is.
so sad. You're nothing here.
You're nothing. You're nothing.
Graduation. No one will remember you 3 minutes after you leave.
You're
It's
just
not
a
wrong.
face in the crowd, Jason DeRoss. Petit Jason. You will be nothing more and everything less. Now put on your mother's robe and show us your nipples.
Why am I doing this?
Drinking out of a fucking wine glass. Okay, let's get to these pictures because they seem real. I can't see them up close, but I really want to see them.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, in one of them, I might not show because it's filled with a bunch of people that I obviously haven't got their permission to like show, and I didn't have time to like blur out their faces or whatever.
That's creepier.
I know, but like, what do I do? Because it's like it's a bunch of people that haven't given us
Just
permission
show
to show.
the other ones.
I'm getting to it. I'm setting these up.
Okay.
I'll start with the most boring one. This is me in grade 9. This is me in grade 9. Oh, that's a Bare Naked Lady song. Anyways, this is me actually in grade 9. Here you go. You can see this.
Oh
There I
my
am.
God.
Jason! Oh my god, you are so fucking small. That's unreal.
I'm crazy tiny in grade 9.
Crazy tiny.
Oh my gosh. But your face is so different. Like you just look like you look like airbrushed.
Jason, that doesn't
Well, I mean-
even look like you at all. Not even in the slightest.
Of course, it's grade 9.
No. If
Well,
you
here,
see
do you want to see me
9
grade 12 when at the end of
Yeah.
it? This is me at the end of it.
Top prospect, total babe.
Who wrote Babe? Your girlfriend?
My girlfriend at the time. Here's the thing. I went to this
Leave
thing,
that
and
photo up.
I
Leave
knew
that
this at the
photo.
time. She went through and like she wrote a bunch of stuff. She'd like circle people. She even wrote "I hate this woman" or something like that on one of the pictures. And I'm like, this is my yearbook. This is it's a it's not a relationship that went well. But here it is.
I am
Yep.
not surprised that you had a fucking tumultuous.
Actually, I think this is OAC.
girlfriend.
I think this is OAC because I also have my grade 12 picture in here. And the reason why I know it's my grade 12 picture, so this was taken at the end of the year. And this is why. So like I decided, and I don't remember why. I have no idea why.
Oh my god.
But at grade 12, right before graduation, I did this to my hair.
And Jason,
my dad
that
goes,
looks
if you,
like you.
if you take your fucking graduation hat off, I'm going to fucking kill you. And the whole time I remember being like, I can't wait to throw this thing. Because the valedictorians did a speech, and the only person he mentioned in that whole speech was me. And I was like, I love this. I
What
love
did
this
they
thing.
say about you?
Oh, they said something about like we can't all be Jason DeRoss dancing around at prom like an idiot or whatever they said. Like,
hell yeah.
and I
That's
was
my
like,
boy. That's my boy.
something to that. It wasn't that. That's not what he said, but it was something to that effect. And I was like, oh yeah, great. I actually have a picture of me, and I don't know why I didn't put that in here.
Oh my god.
So those are the pictures of me. Here, I got 2 more for you really quickly because we've told this story before. And then I was like, oh my God, they actually have a picture of it in the yearbook. So we've talked about how I stripped in the assembly.
Yeah.
They dressed me up as a woman, and then in the kilt of their thing and everything. And then I stripped down to, they're like, you got to keep your boxes on. But then I left, I walked out the door and then took my box off, went woo. And anyways, here's me as a woman.
Oh my goodness.
Jason, the tits are nuts. You look taller. There's no way you were that tall.
Are you wearing
on
high
still?
heels?
Yeah, you're
No.
wearing heels.
No, I'm not wearing high heels.
They've distorted this somehow. This is a distorted image.
You know
What
what
a
it is? I
strange
was really
time.
thin, and I was obviously very small and thin. So like with those big boobs, balloon boobs, then you got
Can
that
you
there.
put up your grade 9 photo again?
Oh God, here we go.
This is
I look like a fucking like dilapidated squirrel in this fucking.
you look
picture.
like
You
a
look
tadpole.
adorable.
You're adorable, but it's like a tadpole version of you. Like you weren't like it's such a transformation between grade 9 and grade 12. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like that's your face.
Well,
Who's
because you
this
grow
guy?
up, like it's so funny when you see.
Jason.
babe.
You were a babe. Jason,
Can I
that's
talk? What's top prospect mean?
I think that top prospect was probably in everybody's yearbook. I think that's like they put it in there. That's the front page where they put your fucking photo and go top prospect. And it's like even the fucking idiot that you knew was going to end up in a gutter is in that yearbook.
Damn, that's fucking hilarious.
So here's the last picture. And I'm going to put, it's got other people in it. I can put it up, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'll say this really quickly. So we were in a thing called the Sears Drama Festival, which.
Yep. Oh, yes. I know the Sears
It was the
Drama
first year our
Festival.
school was in. And we actually, this is the whole thing. We went to the award show. Apparently we won, I was told, but they took it away from us because we went like seconds overtime or something. So they took it away from us. And they mentioned that. I was out front snowboarding because the school that they had it at had a really good rail on the front. So me and my friends were there with the car and we were just like trying to slide this rail.
You love to snowboard?
We weren't in there at all. We weren't in the. We were out front.
Jason was even getting railed in high school.
Oh, hell yeah.
But like the teacher hated me.
Okay.
You could
I
tell.
don't
Like,
believe you, but
no, he did.
you think everyone hates you. It's
No,
like they're your
the teacher
best
had a
friend.
thing, but like you can here it is. You can see the picture. Everybody, they're like, great, we're gonna take a picture of this. We're gonna take a picture of you guys now as like the cast of this show, and everybody's like, serious? And you'll see like I'm just like, this is why the teacher hated me.
There is at the bottom, right?
Jason.
Who's the guy you're leaning on? It looks like he's about to eat a peanut.
Yeah, his name's Kevin. He was a really nice guy. Like everyone in this is a nice person, and they're all great people. But like you could see the teacher's leg, even like he's like, I don't even want to touch this person.
You're a piece of shit.
Very much chamber.
What was the show?
That actually was a different play that I was in with him. That was Midsummer's Night Dream, I believe. But the show we
What'd you
did was
play?
Love, Death, and the Prom by John Jory. I don't know if people know it as well because it's not as popular. But like, it's literally a bunch of short story vignettes, and you're like, you go through the thing, and my friend dies in it, and like.
It's just crazy because your grade 9 photo does look like it's from 1954.
I know. I saw it. I was like, why are we doing black and white? I'm not that old. I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I will on Monday bring my yearbook photos in because mine are like of the times. Like it doesn't seem like I'm from a different time zone. But I want to thank you for your bravery. That was really beautiful.
There you go.
Jenny wants to know the question that is also burning in my mind. Were you Puck in Midsummer
Here's
Night's
the
Dream?
thing. This is why I know the teacher hated me. Because
You're a
I was
classic
like,
Puck.
I know. Jason, the person. Oh no, that was Kevin. But Jason, the person behind me in that one that I was lying on, he played Puck, and I was like, it was the first time in my life that I was like, I know that's roles for me. So I played Bottom, and
That's good too.
Yeah, I had a
guess.
great time, but I'm like, well, it's a small role, but I'm gonna make a fucking meal of this shit, and I for sure did.
Bottom's the ass, right? He gets transformed into the ass.
Okay.
Yeah, but like he's also I don't know if this is true to the actual play, but like inside the play within the play, I was like, this is going to be a big role now, and I had a really fun time doing it.
I have to say this is a bit of an inside joke for the three of us, but Voodoo Lion has called you Clem de Ros back in Spanish Flu, but like Clem is from the fireman sketch for that we loved as a cat. Oh, Jay, were you there for that? Were you?
Yeah,
Is that-
Rula. Oh,
Rula.
hello, Rula.
Rula.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah, it's a really funny Bill Hader SNL sketch. It's
I
called the
forgot.
firefighter sketch.
The firehouse something.
Yeah, it's a firehouse something, and it's so funny. And he goes, what does he say? Like, what's your problem, Clem?
It's just Bill Hader screaming for 6 minutes, and
yeah.
it will make you
Rula.
cry. Oh, hello, Rula.
Oh, hello, Rula.
And also, I think it has the worst ending in sketch comedy history.
It absolutely does.
The blow line does, but the second turn does not, and that's what Stacy hated. But when he goes to throw the dog out the window and stuff, I'm into that.
In the words of Miss Mary J. Blige,
yeah.
now we're just talking about parts of a sketch that we like.
But when she goes like, he's like, well, we were in love. She's like, I tried to kiss you, and you threw hot coffee in my face. Give me my iPod. I want to dance. Okay, we'll post this on our Instagram if we can find it.
It's so good.
Unrelated, Bill Hader is on this like actors interview on YouTube. It's shot in black and white. Jason, you'll like this. And
I know Clem will, yeah.
Yeah, Clem de Ros.
Clem de Ros will be into it.
If you need a little like crush pick me up, listen to Bill Hader. Ooh.
Bill Hader's one of those guys where you're just like, it should be a crime. Like you see him on SNL, so funny. You see him in a movie like The Skeleton Twins,
so
good. And
Do you
then
know what else I heard though?
Barry.
He could fill out a fucking insurance form like a champion. is what I heard, too.
Melt. I'm gone. I'm gone.
There's just some people like that I just need to kiss, and he is one of them. I just need to kiss him. It just needs to happen in my life.
I feel like him and Kristen Wiig have to make 6 more movies, and I'd be happy with that. How has Kristen Wiig not been on Barry yet? You know what I mean? Like, how's that not happened?
I know. Yeah, she's wonderful. Now, before we come to the end of this amazing episode, we have some huge Two Little Sandwiches news that I am excited to freaking announce. Well, I won't announce, but Two Little Sammys will. This is about to rock everyone's world. And like, Sammys, take it away.
Huge buildup. But in the next week or so, I'm going to be launching a Two Little Sandwiches newsletter. And if you like Two Little Sandwiches and you want to read longer ideas about Two Little Sandwiches, please subscribe to my newsletter. Stacey's going to put up the link, but it'll also be in my Instagram. And I think it's going to evolve. It's going to be a lot of things, mostly talking, cooking, positive reinforcement, maybe a crossword puzzle. Who knows? But I'd love to see you all there because I think the Regulars community has been such a great support of Two Little Sandwiches, and I can't express my gratitude enough.
Sammy's.
So nice.
It honestly, like I mean, I just think if you're not following Two Little Sammys on the internet, you are not treating yourself to truly the most wonderful and magical corner of the internet you could possibly ever find. It is the sweetest, most wonderful, most supportive, most encouraging place. And the newsletter,
if you're dieting, it'll really challenge your willpower, but you gotta do it.
But the newsletter is wonderful and amazing. The link is right now in our bio. So you can subscribe right now, which you absolutely should. And like Alistair says, tickle me titties. That's huge news, Jan.
Thanks, Al. You've always been such a great support. I really appreciate that. Truly.
No, but I'm really excited for you. I think this is such a monumentous occasion.
Thank you. Well, Stacey was instrumental in it because she's been telling me to do it for 1 year. And on the 1 year anniversary, it's very close actually, because I think we started talking about it when we first did that cake video.
The cake video was maybe the most fun I've ever had shooting something. Plus I left with cake.
Yeah, because I had 2 full-size birthday cakes by the end of it.
It was beautiful and wonderful. Also, so I'm really excited for your newsletter. Also, I want to talk about the chocolate bomb you made.
Yeah, I made a bomb.
Do you know about this, Jason?
Not the chocolate bomb.
Okay, can you tell?
So it's for the last couple of months, they've just been like huge on TikTok and Pinterest and all of those kinds of things, where it's basically just like a chocolate ball, but it's filled with marshmallows and hot cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
Or cocoa powder. And you basically put it in a cup and you pour milk on it. And then the bomb melts and kind of explodes, kind of like a bath bomb sort of. But then all the stuff inside just kind of like farts out.
That is the perfect Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'm going to make some for Christmas gifts. And I think the next few little sandwiches are going to be things that you can make for Christmas because we can't shop. So really easy things that you can make and package. And those bombs are one of them. You do need a few, you need like a special mold, but you could probably like rig something up yourself, but they're very cool.
Looks incredible. I saw someone on TikTok make a bomb and she was like a chocolatier, but she made it at home with her daughter and it exploded marshmallows. It looked nuts. Yeah. And yours looked crazy good.
Thank you. It was good. I think I had too much powder packed in there and then it just kind of looked like mud, but I think I've learned my lessons on how to make it a bit better.
It looked awesome. I'm really. If
I
you
feel
haven't
like
checked
this
it out,
is what I
go to
would
her
do for
Instagram.
like a gender reveal party, and you'd put different colored marshmallows in there, but then they'd come out and it wouldn't work, and you'd be like, okay. Anyways, we actually didn't find out, so we don't know.
But that's what a gender reveal party should be. It should be like the bomb explodes, everything just melts into like one thing, and you're like, well, I guess the kid will decide.
Exactly.
Yeah, it should explode, and then you point everyone's face and goes, "It doesn't matter. We'll love it anyway. You should all be ashamed for being here."
Then you throw hot milk in their face.
None of you are our friends anymore. Get the fuck out of here.
I do want to say, Cindy says the captions on the two little Sammy's photos are simply the best and give me warm, fuzzy feelings every time. Absolutely
Thank you, Cindy.
true.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks so great. So please check out Two Little Sammys for that little explosion. I remember seeing a gender reveal on a reality show, and it was such a fake setup. It was on Selling Sunset, the real estate show, and the girl, oh God, what's her name? She kind of looks like Gwyneth Paltrow. But anyway, she takes a slice out of Maya. She takes a slice out of the cake and then pulls the knife out. So we already can see that she's like, what will it be? It's like, it's blue. Your knife is blue. But it was like at a real estate, it was like at the work site of a home. It was just dust everywhere. Everyone was pretending to be friends. Anyways, that's what I think about every time I think about it. I'll leave. I'll go.
No, those things are so weird because they're so contrived to where it's like, no one is like that good a friend in your office. Like I've worked in an office and maybe I'm just a dick, but it's like, I never want to, like, I want the birthdays for the cake, but I don't care about anything else.
Well, do you remember when you and I tried to get a sketch going? I can't believe it didn't go, where the lights kept going out and it was an office cake party. And then the lights would come back up and you and I would be covered in frosting. And they were like, who ate the cake? And we were like, we don't know. We were like, who ate this? Who ate the cake? It was just Jan and I, but went to pitch the sketch. We had bags of icing that we put in our hands in the dark.
That would have been awesome if it was a gender reveal party and you guys had blue stuff all over your face.
Oh my God, that's what it should have been. The cake is ruined. And then that's a great blow, you know? That's what it should have been.
Well, I guess it's a boy.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Yeah,
Because of your face. Because of your face, Deborah.
Because of your face, Mark. Why don't you go kiss your mom's ass? Just so rude about it.
Why don't you go kiss your mom's ass? Like there's so much there to think about.
But then later in the show, you see a scene between Mark and his mom, and you understand it's a very layered situation.
Like a layered cake. Yeah.
Like a layered cake.
I actually didn't remember that until you just told me about it. I thought you were referring to the time where I wore flip-flops to work. And then they just made that like noise as I walked. And you and Craig, I think it was you and Craig, were doing a sketch and I would just like walk in and he was trying to tell you a secret and I would just walk in. And I didn't have any lines in the sketch. He would just keep sending me out of the room. So my feet would make that noise.
Well, you kept coming in and then the audience was like thankful because the sketch was so bad, but you would just mime making coffee or you'd come in and do something else. And then Craig and I were like, we should just give Jan this scene because
I was going to say, I wasn't a part of this, but I for sure feel like this is something that Stacey would pitch, right? This is Stacey's pitch.
No, it was Craig. Craig pitched a sketch where he had a sex dream about me and he wanted to tell me about the sex dream he had about me. And then Jan, because she had come in that day with those smacking flip-flops, were like, this is just a funny addition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Jason, you must get it.
I also remember Stacey and Craig, just one last story, pitching a scene where they were in the closet waiting for a surprise party. And then one of my favorite lines of all time was Stacey was like, I think I just got my period. And then Craig goes, I thought I heard something.
It was the best joke
To be honest, that was like one of the first scenes that came out in that process. Yeah. And I was like, well, for sure that's in. And then it didn't make the show.
No. I couldn't believe it didn't make the show.
I think it came too early is what happened. And it was like, oh, now, God. By the end of the 2-month process, you're like,
But Craig improvising that where I just went, I think I got my period. And his response being like, yeah, I thought I heard something I was like, this is done.
It was genius.
Yeah, it was so funny. I found that tape the other day, or like it's on YouTube or something, the surprise closet. Anyways, very funny stuff. Jason, do you have any scenes that you tried that you look back and you're like, what?
Like what? Like why did I try it or why didn't it make it?
Well, I just think back about like Jan and I in the dark going, do you have your frosting? Do you have your frosting? And then you sit back and you go, what are we doing? I mean,
is that where we had the matching dog sweaters?
Yeah.
I think the only one is I mean I brought this up I think before on the pod, but I was like we got to the end of a process and me and Alistair were like I don't know, like I don't even know what to do anymore, and we just wanted to. I think I brought this up on here recently, but like we wanted to get baseball gloves the size of like the stage and just play catch and talk about something. And we're like, it doesn't matter what happens. We're just gonna play catch with like massive gloves that are bigger than us as people, and just
Did
play
you
catch.
find them? Did you
We
find
never
them?
did. We never found them.
Because I would have loved that scene.
We were out
Just
of ideas.
catching.
We're like, this is fucking. We got nothing. Let's just play catch, and like when the ball goes into the audience, then we can just have fun with the audience and be like, can you throw that back? And then like that's all we want.
Man, that would be. I would watch that and be like, this is the best day.
I think people in the audience would leave going, so were they supposed to be very small people? Or were the gloves too big? Did they order the wrong
I
size
think our one
glove?
thing was like, what do we want to talk about? I think it was like a father trying to explain sex to his son, but it's just like,
Now imagine it was this kid catching the glove.
oh man, I should find like my grade 8 photos because you can see I was always at the end of the V. Do you know what I mean? Like in a class photo, it's like it goes tallest person then out, and I was always standing beside the teacher. I was always standing beside the teacher.
I was too.
Was I? No, because me and the teacher, it would be hard to differentiate who was the teacher and who was the
You wore the same dresses every year. It's like, God damn it! The same.
Oh my God, Lorraine, Ricky's cowl neck, 50% off. How can
I
you
told
say no?
you I was wearing my tapestry vest.
Oh my God, Lorraine, you are sinful. Are you going to the keg tonight with Roger?
Well, don't worry, we'll look different. I'll put on my vest. Oh, you brought the same vest? Okay.
Oh my God. Well, let me take off my Apple earrings if you're going to do that. How are the kids? I'm okay on my end. My mom found her teeth finally, so we can take some family photos. There's always just a bit of truth in jokes. And well, everyone, we really did it. Jan, thank you so much for being on with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I love being here with you guys. And I love being in the chat just as much. So it's always a pleasure. You've really gotten us through 9 months of a pandemic.
It's really the other way around. I mean, we're talking about frosting on our face, and you guys are really keeping us going. Besides your amazing newsletter, which everyone should subscribe right down below. It's right there right now. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at 2 Little Sandwiches. You can, if you want to see what my Christmas tree looks like, you can go to Instagram at Jan Caruana. Same on Twitter, or in my apartment usually. So just come on over.
Pop on over. Wear a mask. Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you, Megan. This was wonderful.
Truly.
It's always nice to have a big old fat laugh. Shauna, you're right. 9 months is unreal. I can't believe.
Shauna had a life for a bit and had to leave us for a bit, but she's back.
I know. It's really nice to have Shauna back.
Yeah.
She's like an OGer, so it's nice. Jason, do you have anything to say? Petit Jason?
I'll say really quickly, Mr. Casual Friday will be back next Friday as well, too. He's just being successful outside of this. Do you know what I mean?
Truly.
Like he's just having a great time. Thanks again, though. Jan Caruana was the best. He's always the best. Always the best. Always the
I
best.
love you guys.
I don't have too much to say.
I just want to do this one thing before we go. And it's just a thing for me, and I don't know if anyone else will enjoy it, but I'm just going to do this. And
This is as tall as I'll ever be.
Is it going to take me a couple years to look back at this and go, I regret this? It's going to take me it's all right. It's going to take me as soon as we get off this. I'm going to be like, how did I put those pictures out there?
why are you actually upset?
No, not in the least.
Yet.
Yeah. Ask me 8 minutes from now.
Oh, wait till you go through my yearbook on Monday, where I'm not featured in any of the social photos, even though I was very much there. Okay. And wait till I show you like the very sexualized couple section, where it's like all the couples from the year. And it's like there's some
Did you guys have those couples that it was like, oh, it's them, and they were together for like 4 years of high school, and then they break up, and you're like, oh.
I
thought that was a forever thing.
have a couple from my high school who got together in grade 9, still married to this day.
Wow.
It's just, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you talk about? Yeah, like, hey, remember? Yeah. Do you remember? Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about I was there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, we were children. I was there, Margaret, from the beginning. Okay, everyone, have the best weekend. Be safe. Join Jan's lovely newsletter, and we will see you all on Monday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.